What's poppin', y'all? I hope you're chilling. I'm chilling. You should be too. Today, I got pumpkin apple parfait going. It's a great aroma, great scent. It's keeping me at peace right now while I begin the video. So, what I'm going to be talking about today is talent in social media. It's going to be talent slash social media because they somewhat go hand in hand. If you're trying to be a content creator or some sort of entertainer, at some point you're gonna have a social media presence and or following. And then you get someone like me. I'm a beat maker, songwriter, music producer, regular writer, YouTuber, musician, and artist all into one. You're gonna have to put yourself out there. You make your social medias, right? Just to throw your stuff out there, put your heart on the line to either get rejected or not get anything back. You're not getting any feedback, no love, nothing, no hate, nothing at all. And it gets disheartening, it gets discouraging. You're like, wow, should I keep going? Should I keep doing this? And then you stop because you're not getting the attention you want or deserve, the attention or money or, the word I hate using, clout at all. And you just want to stop. So in the next 10 minutes, let's think of ways to alleviate this social pressure, which it is social pressure, and make it better. Talent in social media literally has no correlation. Yeah, big surprise, right? I said the one obvious thing that everyone was thinking when they saw the title. So let me say it again. Talent in social media literally has no correlation whatsoever. People literally get famous overnight for thinking of a sentence, wearing a weird costume, and saying the sentence in a weird voice, or getting their kids to say the sentence, and boom, they're famous overnight. They're on TV now and have sponsor deals with the soda company that they were holding at the same time when they quoted it. And literally, it took no talent. They just said one thing. Now, what is my opinion about it? I genuinely don't really have an opinion. I never did. They're sometimes extremely hilarious, and I find them cute or stupid or funny in some weird way. There are people who literally get extremely pissed off just by the mere mention of these little viral moments that get people famous. Like, oh, that person has no talent. Oh, that person isn't good at this or that or whatever. I remember being in the producer game back in like 2012, 2013, and Trinidad James came out with All Gold Everything, excuse me. And it was a sort of divisive song amongst hip-hop listeners. I kind of liked it. I actually did like the song. I love Trinidad James' style. He seems like a good, funny guy, right? And there are people who were like, oh, I'm gonna quit rapping. He got a $2 million deal with Def Jam. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna stop. And then these people literally stopped making music the next year. I was like, bro, you literally let this stop you? Literally let this stop you, dog? And it stopped them. The sheer mention of this dude's name and existence and the fact that this guy made money upset them so much that they stopped doing what they do and ended their craft completely. They just stopped. You know what I mean? It's tough out here when you see things like that, but it shouldn't help. It shouldn't stop you. It should be more motivation that you can literally stop and reassess what your motives are in this craft. It should be more motivation to get you to think about what's going to happen in the future when I do make it or find some sort of success. It'll be more well earned. First, you have some sort of talent. Second, you took your time to hone and craft it for it to get recognized. I, for one, make all my Instagram posts and YouTube videos not for the sake of trying to get rich or anything, or trying to get some sort of clout or anything. it's more or less something I really like to do, and the reward of recognition and money will be worth it in the end, if it does happen. Hopefully one day it could happen, but there's no rush. I'm only 27 years old. I don't got no kids. But if it does happen, I'll be okay. If it doesn't, I find this fun. I'm going to keep going either way. So the chances, my luck and the chances I have increases exponentially because I feel more motivated to do it. You can't laugh me out of what I do. You can't yuck it up. You can't ha-ha me to death to the point where I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna start making YouTube videos. My cousin didn't like my video. Like that doesn't stop me. I don't care who doesn't see this and who does. I've been making beats for... Hey y'all, it's Future Me coming in. I more or less should have said talent and popularity on social media in the video. I think you guys understand what I mean. You know what I mean? I'm sorry to interrupt. It sucks. But I'm well into editing. I'm not changing anything. So yeah. Talent and popularity on social media. For almost 10 years now, I made money from my music. I did my thing. I used to record my friends. I'm still doing it, but I'm older now and I'm a little bit more tactical with it, and I have the experience that has been grown, so now I can make beats for television, beats for movies. I can still record and make beats for other people. I can know how to write songs, so I can write my songs and I can write songs for other people. These are the rewards of not being so wrapped up in what other people think. It's more or less me knowing that it'll happen for me one day, and me keeping it on going and learning and practicing, and I reap the benefits of that, instead of, by next year I want to be famous, by next year I want placement with Rick Ross, by next year I want 25,000 followers or something like that. I want 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's more or less, I'm built for that lane at this point, and that's the reward of time. And with social media, you see people come by overnight and get famous when they made beats for like 2 years, or they started making music last week. They're 17 years old and already famous. You know, there's one of two reasons for that. One, obviously, sometimes when you're a little younger, you have more people who have more time to check out your stuff. 17-year-olds and 16-year-olds, 15-year-olds don't have commitments. They don't have huge, big jobs that they have to do, or they have their little part-time gigs, or they just focus on school. They have 2 hours to spend on practicing and checking out other people's videos, and being around other people who do these things just for fun. If you're on the older side, if you're like almost 30, 25, whatever, I'm in between, I know we get a little hard on ourselves, like, dang, why did this little ass kid get all these subscribers and videos? You gotta think of it like that. The more of a social media following you can build from the beginning, like your little friends from Facebook in high school, the chances are you're gonna reach more people. That's just a fact. If you have a base level of 450 friends on whatever social media platform, you're gonna get followers way faster. So you can't be so hard on yourself. Trust me, I deleted my Instagram and it was so hard to build that back up just by myself. So, and B, they got lucky. They grinded it out for a little bit. They figured it out, and they hit faster from reason A, because they had time to just perfect their craft. Trust me, this is a guy who I met who started making beats like literally when I was 23. He started making beats almost like 3 years ago. Swear to God, he started making beats not that long ago. And boom, he has like 60,000 followers and stuff like that. He's doing his thing. but there's no soul in what he does. He pretty much just sells beats all day and makes beats all day. And I can tell sometimes he's strapped for cash. Like he's not doing as well as you might think, and he's always mentally strained and stressed out. And it's a little bit of a lot of things. He's on the younger side. He had time to practice, and he had a big social media following in the first place. So you mash that together, and he got up a little faster. Do you see me being like, I want to start making beats now because he came up faster? Or, geez, why can't I do that? You know, it doesn't have to be like that. Let's just congratulate the homie, and let's try to befriend him so we can learn how to do it ourselves. Like, it doesn't have to be that big of a deal. Listen, I go on the Shade Room. I go on these blogs and stuff like that, and every time they post about someone who's on, who's younger on social media, who came up fast, and who they think have literally no talent, it's always some sort of hate thing. They always think they're selling their bodies or they sold their soul or whatever like that. No. Some people are literally more attractive than you. A. B. Some people are actually talented. B. C. Some people literally just got lucky. That's it. It's luck. And sometimes you don't even see the hard work you put behind things. If things would have happened for me next year I have everything I want. I have the followers on social media. I have my YouTube accounts built up, right? I got my Twitter, Instagram, all that up, and I'm making $5,000 or $6,000 a week, right? It all happens for me, but I'm still on the younger side. I look 6 years younger than I am. Is it because of dumb luck, or is it because I earned it? There was a lot of work from the beginning that I put in, a lot of practice, a lot of hours, 10,000 hours, as they might say. Or is it because I just got lucky? I found the right people to talk to. I made the right friend in the respective industries I'm in, and boom, now I'm swagging out. I'm straight, right? I genuinely don't think that way when it comes to social media and the new age of celebrities and stuff like that. There's a lot you don't see. It's just that we see so much that we think we see everything. And I'm slowly starting to realize as I speak more. The later part of this video I did the next day, that's why I sound different, is I'm more or less starting to have more fun, and the more you have fun, the better you do. And I think those people who usually find some sort of success realize, like, oh, I remember why I started doing this, and having a good old time doing it. There's no pressure for marketing. They gradually find people to interact with, and then boom, they start doing a lot better. So I think it's more or less a reflection on who we are as a culture and as a people. The society we live in, which everything is microwaved and comes by and then expires fast. We're just like, oh, everything's a flash in the pan. And it shouldn't be that way. There are actual talented people like that. And we gotta figure out ways to not get discouraged when our boat doesn't come in fast enough or doesn't come in at all. When there's people who literally started making music and then get popping all of a sudden, like the next week or the next year. We need to have some sort of reflection and think about why it might have happened. You might learn something, and then there's sometimes you might just think, oh, you know what, this person just hit at the right time, or this person just got kind of lucky. So yeah, I hope that after this video you kind of start to think about why things happen, when things happen, who they happen to. And I don't know if I said why they happen, but why they happen. And more or less you get to feel better about yourself. You won't feel worse when you the more you think about it. You can't overthink this. It's more or less just, hey, they're super talented and they just got popping because they put in the hard work, or B, they got lucky. And there's nothing wrong with getting a little lucky. There's a reason why the people love you. So let's start to think and start to reflect and let's start to have a little bit more fun, because the less fun you have, the more you begin to hate doing that thing you're not having fun with. And no one wants to give up on their dreams. So yeah, it's been real. So what you guys think? I really think that talent and social media, no real correlation with each other. After what we discussed, I slowly started to realize, I said it in the video, but I slowly started to realize that the more fun you have with it, the better you do. And the more you keep going, the more equipped you are to eventually get to where you need to go. It's usually those flashes in the pan that don't really make it and don't really have longevity, but once you build your skill set, you do okay. Also, you can't really rush it. You know, likes and views and clicks don't really translate into anything. You gotta really keep in mind that doesn't really mean anything. Even after not getting any clicks or likes, you still make content, right? You continue to make the content that makes you happy. You continue to create art until you eventually reach that place. I think the big motivation factor that goes into social media and being someone who creates things is attention, and most of us don't really get any. I think this video is probably going to get like 20 views at most, if anything. But once we figured out that it's not really about that, we're more better equipped to keep it going. Well, I had fun. I hope you did too. I'll see you next week.